Hi, I'm John Weninger, certified financial planner at Endowment Wealth Management, and I help business owners simplify their financial lives. So, if you're one of the 40% of business owners who are looking to exit the business in the next 5 years, now is the time to begin planning. And instead of focusing solely on the sale price of the business, I'm suggesting you take a step back and look at things through the lens of a goals-based exit planning approach. In his best-selling book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, author Stephen Covey said, "Begin with the end in mind." He also said, "Be proactive." And this is exactly what goals-based exit planning is all about and designed to accomplish. Think about what could life be like after you've exited the business. And it might be difficult to think about at first because your whole life has been defined by what you do and who you are, which is your business. So there's this whole emotional side of exit planning that needs to be discussed and talked about before we can think about moving on to the next step, which is the financial side of planning. So ask yourself questions like, what are the opportunities or challenges that you'd like to tackle in the future? Is there another business you'd like to start, or are there things that you'd like to do? What are the things that you've always wanted to do but never had the time to do? And finally, maybe think about how would your family be affected and how could you impact them and your community after you've exited the business. So if you tackle this emotional side of the exit planning process, figure out what your goals are for the future, then you can begin to have some context for the financial side of the planning process. The financial importance of goals-based exit planning cannot be overstated. So begin by thinking of yourself as a child getting ready for Christmas. You're putting together your wish list for Santa. And think the same way about what life could be like after you've exited the business. Think big and think about the things you love to do and need to do and would always enjoy doing. And put those down in a list. And once you have, then start putting together time frames for how long you're going to do each of those things, and also some costs to what it's going to cost to do those things. But I really urge you to be dispassionate about assigning your opinion on whether or not each item will be affordable or not. Just think big about the items on your list, write down some costs for what you think they might cost, and just be open to life's possibilities. Next, and step 3 would be to prioritize each of the items on your wish list by into 3 categories. So lifestyle essentials, lifestyle enhancers, and endowments. Lifestyle essentials are what they sound like, the things that you essentially need in life: food, water, shelter, go in that category. Lifestyle enhancers are things that you would love to do, but could also do without, do less often, or do for a lower cost. So those are lifestyle enhancers. An example might be if you'd like to take your family on an expensive vacation every year, that would be great, but you could also do that less often or for a lower cost. And then endowments are the things that you'd like to accomplish and achieve towards either the end of your life or after you're gone. So these are the things, people, and organizations you care most about, and that falls into the endowment category. And what we're doing is we're prioritizing in these 3 categories, but each category has a different level of certainty that you need and that you will want to achieve those. Obviously, lifestyle essentials, you're going to need a high degree of certainty that you can achieve those. So once you've gone through these 3 elements, the wish list, the cost of these things, and then prioritizing, I can work with you to figure out how much the entire picture is going to cost you. And what that does is it begins to put deal structure and sale price into a whole new context. It's no longer about simply getting the highest sale price, but about accomplishing and the probability of accomplishing your goals for the future. Obviously, the last item in the checklist financially, before you get into that deep discussion, is to have a business valuation done. So if you haven't done that at that point, getting a business valuation done would be the next step. Because in the end, your goal is to realize and achieve all of life's possibilities on your terms and not just sell your business for the highest price. By choosing to begin planning with a goals-based approach, you'll gain certainty because you'll know exactly how much your future wish list is going to cost, and you'll be able to compare offers versus what you need. If there's a deficit, you can work with an eye towards increasing your enterprise value, and if there's a surplus, you can begin entertaining offers early so that you can sell when you don't need to, instead of having some black swan event like the economy or an illness force you to sell at the wrong time. You'll also gain contingencies. You'll be able to set offers on a level playing field and evaluate them. The decision between an earnout versus an outright sale becomes a lot easier when you know what you need. Finally, with all of this information, you'll feel empowered in the negotiating process. So if you're at the point of thinking about exit planning and starting that process, I first want to congratulate you. It's not easy to thrive in business, and if you've made it this far, I know that you've worked extremely hard. So if you're looking for a trusted fiduciary advisor to help you in planning for life after the business, I'd enjoy the opportunity to hear your story. Just give me a call at 920-785-6886 to get the conversation started. Thanks.